Hey people, Mindred here, TV3, Fen Dunlock, blue team. Dolphin as a force commander, very strong offense, fighting in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support. Got some Blood Angels action. Alongside Iceman as a commander nob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style begins with a twin link shooter, Death Skull's elite scheme here with the hood. Rounding off the blue team, Odium as a warlock, a melee spellcaster that leaps into combat, some powerful disruption and support. Red team, it's another force commander and Gom with the Lunar Wolves Heresy era elite scheme. Looking pretty cool. Alongside, Yazan Kyriel as an Inquisitor offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee but can get specialist ranged weapons. And rounding off the teams, Ashen One as a Tech Marine starts off with a bolt gun, puts out some good damage. Can also support with structures and repair. Force Commander mirror match then on the northwestern area. Warlock versus Tech Marine southeast, and Orcs versus Imperial Guard in the mid. Sentinel's already taking huge amounts of damage, needs to get the hell away because they can't out repair everything attacking it. Oh, they're going to try. They can't out repair this. Sentinel's going to go down. Sloppy from Yazan. And it doesn't seem like the Inquisitor has used Hammer of the Witches because they still have their full energy bar. Commander did take a bunch of damage though. Good stun bomb went in on the Guardsman too. And they are off the field. Are they going to just push for an early power harass here? Or are they going to back up and cap that contested victory point? Early power harass it is. Slugger's still in play though. Trying to get these Guardsmen out of here. Some good special attacks going off. Sluggers are very low, but Guardsmen basically can't touch them really in melee. Sluggers might need to retreat now though. Can they get one of the gens down? Oh, Commando's grabbing the wreck point. Kicking off in the northwest. Force Commander of Gom quite low, but their scouts of Dolphin are quite low. Shotguns for both. And of course the Tactical Marines, their shotgun blast. The scouts of Dolphin might wipe here. And they do wipe. Early loss for Dolphin. Force Commander of Gom getting a little bit low, but they should be fine. Only the Force Commander remains. They can probably just run him around while the other things shoot him down. They're pushing forward to the natural victory point actually. Back to the mid. Inquisitor leaves. Promptly leaves. No sign of the Sentinel being replaced. Commando's getting very low, needs to run. No upgrades yet for Iceman, suggesting we are going to see Storm Boys or Looters or something. Oh, Gom's Force Commander did fall down. There he is. I think the Force Commander of Dolphin's going to be okay. It's going to be very close though. Gom playing that well with melee on retreat. After you melee something in retreat though, you should instantly turn yourself off melee stance so that you plant your feet and get full accuracy on the shots after that. Which they didn't do, which might have made the difference there. Maybe not though. Dolphin replaces the scouts. Gom gets an assault squad, which probably means Dolphin basically needs to get one unless they go double devs. Looters up here for Iceman with a death gun, basically just spews out orc bullets which are kept in a handy bucket on the side there. How does it work? Who knows? It's orc stuff. Heavy weapon squad for Yazan. Probably tempted to put it into that garrison. Oh, turret's going up. There's one over here too. I can see it on the map. Now, the Warlock is probably the worst hero in the game to try and use turrets against. At least these tier 1 turrets, because of the Immolator Blade, which, oh, they have it as well, look. Which will one-shot a turret, I believe, unless they changed it. There it goes. You can't out-repair it either. Unless you have tons of stuff repairing. Yeah, down it goes. Turret's gone. Now, you can't do that against a Lord General heavy turret in tier 2, but the tier 1 turrets get really messed up by a Warlock. So they're probably both going to go down, I would think. Yazan. I thought maybe they were going to try and revive, but I misread the map there where they were in retreat. Heavy weapon squad is suppressing the shooters. It is risky to put it in there, because they could do hide the boys with the sluggers into burners and burn the house. Doesn't actually tell you here on the tooltip that you get burned at house. Nice grenade from Gom. on retreat with For the Emperor up. Nasty stuff. 463 to 500. Gonna try and res again, says Yazan. Oh, maybe they did try then. For the Emperor is a global buff from the Fool's Commander for a damage bonus, 25%. There's the Immolate again, and the Scouts won't be able to out-repair that. The turret is toast. Did they get XP for that, Warlock? Yeah, they got XP for it. Not that much, though. They're going to try and revive the Commando Knob. Looks like the Commando's got stick bombs because of the grenade icon there. Maybe they should just start with the grenade icon because they have that stun bomb. It's, I think it's more reserved for stuff that does damage, I guess. The grenade icon. Assault squad of Dolphin in, jumping right into heavy bolter range though. And there's shotguns here and the grenade on these guys. I think they're saving their energy for a grenade maybe. Sluggers coming in. There's a shotgun blast from Gom. Inquisitor getting stuck in. Good special, needs to run with it, and they do. Dolphin's Fool's Commander almost level 2. How are the levels doing here? Level 1 Commando, level 2 Warlock. Level 1 Fool's Commander for Gom, level 2 Inquisitor, and a level 2 Tech Marine. I think they've learned their lesson though. Don't get turrets against the Warlock. Looters are suppressing some Tactical Marines here. And here comes a bunch more Daka. They're all popping their war. Axe drop a model, grenade, maybe from the Guardians, if they can get close enough. Only one of them has the grenade. Oh, they put it on the Devastators there. And an Immolate on them too, from the Warlock. Decent range on that Immolate. Is it just standard 38 range maybe? I think I remember playing against Gom many years ago. Oh no, he's got a power sword, look. It was on that Cassia Lutean Dawn of War 2 map that doesn't seem to be that popular, that map. But yeah, he kicked my ass pretty badly with my poor little Plague champion. Good to see they're still playing. Commando sneaking around. Stick bombing that tower, I guess. Manticores going in. Yazan. Librarian on the way for Dolphin. Wraithguard for Odium. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen some Wraithguard stomping around. Tier 2 coming in for Ashen One, and Gom looks like an Iceman last player to go, but not too far off. Keeping maximum range of trying to Daka. A little bit surprised Gom didn't try to push a bit more there. Here comes the Fool's Commander. Lost the indicator for them, but we have the indicator for Dolphin, and we can see that heavy melee hammer icon because of the Power Fist. Now, you've often heard me say, hey, why get a Power Fist if there's no vehicles? Why not get a Thunder Hammer? But you know what? The Power Fist does a lot of freaking damage to everything. It really hurts infantry. Per hit, just really kicks ass. Thunder Hammer's great for disruption, of course. It does have that power melee damage. But the Power Fist gives you the versatility if the vehicle does hit the field late game, and it's an awesome weapon. Expensive, but an awesome weapon. Well, it's a standard 50 power for a Power Fist. But yeah, sometimes you'll see a Fool's Commander really shoot up in XP once they get a Power Fist because they're just wrecking models left and right, one-shotting the low health, like Eldar stuff, for example. Although we won't see that here because Dolphin's on their team. Easily one-shot Guardsman with it. Holy Brazier up for the Inquisitor and the Inquisitorial Mandate. Sneaky Commando decapping, stick bombs, take out the Watchtower. Hide the boys, stick bombers as well, so they're being sneaky. Hammer of the Witches on the Commando knob. Now getting smacked, gonna go down, buddy. Down he goes. Iceman losing sight of things there for a second, not sure what was up. Warlock jumps in. Wraithguard almost wiping those Devastators. You can't suppress Wraithguard, so they are great at just rolling up onto a setup team with a heavy bolter or something and shooting them to death. That was nasty. Immolator into a couple of grenades there. Was it one grenade? Looked like it was a couple. What was that? Oh, that was the Holy Pyre's effect on those guys. Don't think the Warlock's going to get away. He did some good work, but goes down. Dolphin's Fool's Command is ready to roll. Artificer Armor, Power Fist, and the Iron Halo. They are going to be a juggernaut in combat here. Gone with the Power Sword. A decent weapon in its own right, 50 DPS melee, but it makes your battle cry better, which is a force multiplier for your army. Especially combine that with the liberal usage for the Emperor. Librarian on Librarian action now. Dolphin's got a 4-staff. Oh, so does Gom. 71.43 power melee. Oh, down he goes. Power Fist helping to get that kill. Now they're in on Gom's Force Commander. Just look at the damage each smack of that Power Fist does, especially if they catch stuff in retreat. Nasty. Who's this? Oh, it's the Warlock down. Inquisitor. Forward capping things. Now trying to run into a Shuriken with Mandate up. They throw down the Pyre, but they didn't want to risk Mandate running out there, I think. I think maybe they could have got in. Maybe. Odium with double Wraithguard. Maybe we'll get Falchu's Wing from the Warlock to buff them. They are still down, of course. Commando Nob. Iceman goes tier 3. Any chances of a res, says Odium. Important to communicate with your allies, especially when it comes to reviving, because you can rebuy yourself when your ally was planning to come and try and get you. The special shooter is in. An Orky shotgun. Just as fun as that sounds. Passive 30% chance of knockback, which is kind of a rare thing in this game. Thunderhammers have it. And this shotgun, and I think that's it. That passive chance of knockback. And isn't it ability knockback? They might have changed that though. It used to be ability knockback. Yeah, it literally says there specifically weapon knockback, so they must have changed it. And high explosive shells is awesome. Commando tries to get the revive going. And they get it. Warlock probably needs to run. And they do. If they had the energy, maybe they could have thrown out an Immolate first. But it would have been risky. It's got an animation on it. Which is good. I like abilities that have animations. I've said it a few times already, but I wish they'd give animations to all of the abilities. Like Hammer of the Witches has she like waves her hands around and stuff. You know what's going on, you know? Some of the abilities, they'll just look in a certain direction and it happens. Like the Farseer, basically. Aside from the Psychic Storm, I think all of her abilities, she just looks at stuff like Guide and Fortune, all that stuff. I think it would be a nice quality of life. It might be considered a nerf, I suppose, if you have little 1-second animations playing on abilities that didn't have them before. But I think it's good for readability and it's kind of general polish. I'm not sure if the Farseer has like a little animation already baked in for doing stuff. I don't know. Maybe she has a little idle animation they could mess with. I'm not sure how animating things works. You saw plasma guns there on those guardsmen, which is good for them. As long as they don't overheat in their hands and blow up. I bet a plasma gun's really heavy. How do these guys carry them? Wraithguard getting wrecked, actually. Hell Fury, I think, and a bunch of plasma damage. They are heavy infantry, so they get messed up by plasma. Here comes the other one. These guys with their Spirit Seer Warlock fella, who gives them extra movement speed and vision range. Because by default they really can't see very far. Back to the mid. Got some Plasma Tactical Marines. Librarian messing things up. Gom replaced their Librarian and now they run away. Force Commander goes after him again. Yeah, Force Commander can try and assassinate that Librarian whenever they show up. Assault Squad went for it. Oh no, they're stuck. They had a staggered jump there. And they almost wiped from that. It's a big fight in the mid for the Emperor on those Assault Marines I see from Gom. Holy Pyre in the mid. Sluggers barely get away, I think. Now they're just going to spontaneously have a heart attack now that I've said that. Dolphin throws up their shield. Both Force Commander players have done well, I think. Nob Squad on the way for Iceman. I mean, they've both lost squads, but they've been solid. Again, Inquisitor's going to go down, I think. Yep. Big hit from that Power Fist again. Power Fist hurt. Who would have thought it? Refractor field up for the Tech Marine. Unique amongst shields. Most shields give you immunity to weapon knockback. This one doesn't, but it does mess up the accuracy of incoming ranged fire, which is pretty fun and unique, and I like stuff like that. Stick Bombers trying to get the VP. Tech Marine trying to get a revive. He can shoot while he does it. Oh, gets knocked over by that passive knockback, and now a high explosive shell. Trying to get a revive again. Refractor shield keeping them up for now. And they got it. Inquisitor needs to run, and does run. And the Tech Marine also gets away. Alright, they have a Whirlwind doing some work here. Ashen 1. Late game Assault Squad for Ashen 1. Maybe they want to turn them into Vanguard veterans. Nob Squad is on the field somewhere. Lurking, ready to bash things. There they are. Elite tier 3 melee infantry that can smack apart anything in the game. Look at the damage from those Wraith Cannons. Don't have any of their upgrades yet. Oh, because Iceman doesn't have any requisition whatsoever. Oh, we got some Sniper Scouts from Ashen 1. How long have they been Sniper Scouts for? Assault Squad jumping in on double shooters. Catches them in a bad spot there. A Plasma Gun will do a lot of damage to the Nob Squad. And they have to be buffed by the Power Swords battle crying, of course. They got Shotgun Scouts as well. Nob Squad run away. They were trying to bash power a bit. Grenade. Does not go for a retreat grenade. 381 to 310. Haven't seen much action towards the natural victory points. The Force Commanders have been dragged into the mid. Dolphin now with Vanguard veterans with that one of those Thunderhammers that has a chance to knock back. I don't think it's 30% for those though. I think it's 15% for the Thunderhammers. 1-to-1 Cat. Manticore going in. Mainly hit Gom's Force Commander, I think. A little bit of friendly fight, and he goes down. Warlocker's going for him. Level 4 Force Commander for Dolphin. Level 3 for Gom. Assault Squad get in there. Oh, Vanguard Veterans, excuse me. Messing up those Devastators pretty badly. Devastators have minor melee resistance at 20%. So you can watch them fall down pretty fast. Alarmingly quickly for Marine when they get caught in melee. Especially because they're often retreating when they're caught in melee. Tech Marine might die here. Whirlwind prevented the Force Commander getting and attacking, which I think saved the Tech Marine there. Scout Squad needs to be careful. Whirlwind really needs to be careful as well. Force Commander would make short work of it with the Power Fist, but can't get to it. Doesn't have to teleport or anything. 364 to 297. Here comes an Assault Squad from Gom. Might eat some stun bombs, or one of them got stunned. Just Veil of Time on them to speed them up a bit from the Librarian. 2-to-1 Cap. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Dolphin. Tier 3 for Gom. Last player to go. Looks like... No. We do not have any upgrades for the Nob Squad yet. Iceman wants to get something else up. Maybe another Nob Squad. They don't have the population for that though. Maybe they'll start... Oh, no, they retreated them. I thought maybe they'd start throwing their shooter boys away and replace them with flash kits or something. 364 to 269. Did Odium get anything after the Wraith Guards? I don't think so. Haven't seen it. Yazan with Cadian Kasukin on the field. It's a really bad fight for Wraith Guard here against Vanguard veterans. Power melee is going to wreck them pretty badly. But hey, here's more Wraith Guard. There's a big old jump. Warlock is there to counter-initiate. Immolator Blade isn't the scariest melee weapon ever, but it'll do some work. Does damage over time. With a bit of friendly fire there, I think. Wraith Guard. They did explode one of the Vanguard veterans, and they didn't explode the Webway. The Webway survived that. 346 to 269. In the middle, it's red, you know, with a 2-to-1 for them. Here comes the Nob Squad, and now they're fully upgraded all of a sudden with U-Jammers, Nob Leader, and Mina and Greener. Now even more terrifying. We've got some Vanguard veterans also for GOM. They get those weird jump packs that we'll see in a second. Inquisitor flees the Force Commander's wrath, who throws up the shield. Is now smacking through Stormtroopers. And level to 6, GOM with a Terminator Force Commander up. Look at him. Got his own Power Fist. And a Storm Bolter. And 2,500 hit points. And a Teleporter pack. There's those Vanguard veterans. With those funky jump packs. Getting suppressed on their Land Raider Redeemer comes in. Frag Assault goes out. This thing is a mobile base for you and your allies that can all retreat back to it, regenerate health and reinforce off it. Not to mention Flamestorm cannons, twin assault cannon, and a multi-melter on top. Linchpin of a 3v3 army. Multiple 3v3 armies. We'll see if the red team can deal with it. Orbital goes off in the back lines. Did it wipe the looters? I think it wiped some looters back there or something. Still some looters here. Land Raider goes forward. This thing could fire the Hunter Killer at it. Maybe it has already. Yeah, it must have done it already. Vanguard veterans. Now these guys can get a Power Fist upgrade. It's a 50 DPS Power Fist, which is something. Here comes a Nob Squad. A Nob Squad supported by a Land Raider Redeemer as well. Rocket Run, absolute mayhem in the mid. Purgatus just went off there. That was that massive circle you saw from the Inquisitor, which stuns all the things around her. Looks like she died afterwards, though I don't see her. Oh, Assault Terminators now from GOM. That's an answer to the Land Raider and the Nob Squad, perhaps. By default, they have heavy melee weapons that could go after the Land Raider. Once they get that down, they could maybe switch to Lightning Claws. They took a lot of damage there, though, because Dolphin has their own Assault Terminators. They have those Vanguard veterans and, of course, that Power Fist. Yeah, they are aggressively going after that Terminator Assault Squad. They both have Librarians. Oh, no, Dolphin doesn't have their Librarian yet. Anymore, I should say. Baneblade up now for Yazan. It's heating up. Manticore still around, of course. Manticore could do huge damage to the Land Raider. Meanwhile, towards the eastern edge, I know it's not always clear from the way the map is oriented, but this is the eastern edge. Immolator almost finishes those Vanguard veterans off. Really good push by Odium, and then the Warlock falls down. I don't think they ever got Faltru's Wing, did they? Great piece of Walker, I think, Faltru's Wing. Dolphin wrecking house going through the mid. Now Terminators can't retreat, which is why it's always great to have a Librarian around to teleport them. Odium refuses to yield. There we go. Now they are retreating out. Vanguard veterans with a staggered jump. I wonder if there's a way they could fix that, so they don't all have to wait for everyone to jump. Might be a complex thing to fix and cause more bugs and stuff. It is unfortunate. If something just gets in the way of one of the models for a second and they jump late. Wasn't too bad there. It can actually be beneficial if the models jump in a staggered way and it's not too long. You get multiple disruption when it comes to an assault squad anyway. So it can be good. I think Dolphin has... Oh, they both have Lightning Claws, I think, on their assault terminators now. I guess they feel like they have enough to deal with the Land Raider now that a Baneblade is up. Looks like a turret is going in from the Tech Marine, maybe a missile turret that might just get one shot by the Immolator again. Eldritch on the mid. Baneblade just drives into it. Gets hit, gets stunned. Can anything follow it up? The Land Raider Redeemer is low, you know. Nob Squad coming through. Assault Terminator is having to flee. Fire Prism now up for Odium. Melter Gun Tech Marine in the mid. Inquisitor just casually capping that wreck point. And there's a bunker up, which could become a repair bunker, perhaps. Whirlwind is showing rear armor to the battlefield, which is not great. Somehow didn't knock over any of those Guardians. What was that about? Just kill him anyway. Who needs to knock him over? Nob Squad there, getting those momentum rings from the hammers. 236 to 214 continues to be very close as a Purgatus and the Holy Pyre, and some good disruption from that Inquisitor. She can get Excruciators instead of the Purgatus to really mess with the Nobs. Maybe she could get the crossbow bolt pistol as well. I think it's worth getting now. I think it'd be worth getting to shut down the Nob Squad even harder. Big Eldar retreat. They can retreat back to the Land Raider. Are they doing it though? Oh, I don't think Odium has set the Land Raider as a retreat point, which is perhaps a mistake. Whirlwind goes down. I don't know why it was there. Hey, Flesh over Steel. Is that the first time they've used it? Baneblade gets stunned by that. Level 7 Force Commander here. Orbital goes in. And they've put them all on the same spot. Generally a bad thing to do, but you know when it's really good? When it's on a Baneblade that can't move and takes it down. Beautifully done by Dolphin. What do the Kashyyyk have? Kashyyyk have Hell Guns. They can freely switch between specialized weapons, those guys. You'd expect them to have something else. Plasma guns, maybe to shoot down the Nob Squad or just get the grenade launchers for the disruption. Fire Prism's taking some damage, going to get some repairs now. And then they can maybe repair the Land Raider afterwards. Red team trying to cap the mid with fast capping tactical marines on it. Level 4. Level 4. Did the Terminator Force Commander get anything? Nope. Kept the Stormbolter and Power Fist. And you know what? It's a pretty amazing loadout for that guy. Don't need to rush into another weapon upgrade for the Terminator. Where's the Land Raider, sorry? Oh, it's gone back to the natural VP. Purgatus goes off in the mid. Keep those things back. They lost their VP here. Sluggers are repairing. Looks like the shooters are going to go and cap it. Was that Dom's scouts or something? Yeah, I think it was. But they just retreated off. Nob Squad. In there. What was it that's capped? Oh, it's the Tech Marine, I think, capped. And the Nob Squad are decapping. For the Emperor on this Vanguard Veteran Squad level 3. Going after Ashen One's Terminators there. And they've gone straight for an Assault Cannon, these guys. Lots of single target anti-infantry damage. Land Raider comes back to the mid, still needs repairs, and it's getting it from the Sluggers. Wraith Guard unleashing their volleys onto those Terminators there. Now we have a Terminator Force Commander with Assault Cannon too. Oh, 40 Emperors up on the Assault Terminators.
This is Imperial territory now.
I guess they were just fighting something. Unless that was a misclick. Another Baneblade for Yazan. 196 to 200 on the VPs. The bunker is long gone, by the way. Got some Vengeance Rounds devs doing some work to the Land Raider, at least trying to. Purgatus again. Stops the Nob Squad. Level 8 Inquisitor here. They've popped their frenzy and they get in. See, crossbow bolt pistol might have stopped them getting in there. Dolphin's Force Commander gets away. Sluggers still diligently repairing. There's very conscientious sluggers over here. Oh, Nob Squad. Barely made it out, you know. Barely made it out. Need to get the Nob leader again. Lots of grenades for the Tech Marine. Didn't like it. Didn't like it. Vanguard veterans get out. 196 to 165. Just constant fighting in the mid now. Meat grinder. Stick bombs. So Iceman has lost a bunch. Oh, they lost the Nob Squad. I didn't notice the Nob Squad going down. They got chased and taken out, I guess. I wonder if that was if it was that assault cannon from that Terminator Force Commander that took them out. And this assault cannon here, they have really good range, I think. Yeah, it doesn't tell me the range there, it just tells me that it's long range. Do you tell me the range? No. Almost 60 DPS piercing on this assault cannon. Pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. And what is the what is this one? Oh, it's the same. It's the same weapon. Fair enough. Gets the same power fist as well. 196 to 129 on the VPs. 2-1 for blue. Iceman needs to get something up here. Looks like they're saving for a battle wagon. Here comes a Baneblade. Vanguard veterans going in. Manticore Strike, I think, as well. There it is. Not sure it actually hit the Land Raider. Another orbital. Where's the Flesh Over Steel, though? Land Raider, they got the Land Raider. Another orbital went the other side. Absolute madness here. Look at this. Look at this. Baneblade took so much damage already. Force Commander really smacked it up, but it gets away. That's why Cannon getting shots from the Ashen one. VP is blue right now. They still have the 2-1. Gone too good, says Dolphin. I know the feeling. They are a very strong 3v3 Force Commander player. Very, very strong. Battle wagon on the way for Iceman. Assault Terminators supported by a Librarian right there. Eldritch. Got a few bolts on the Baneblade there. Can they finish it? Commando trying to get the rocket launcher. Blue team holding on, but they have depleted armies here. Hard to cap when there's a commando sneaking around though. Oh, now they have the rocket launcher. They could maybe go after that whirlwind. Oh, it's a new whirlwind. Okay. Just about to say that whirlwind's been around for a while, but yeah, it did go down. What's this? Vanguard veterans from Ashen 1 kicking some ass. Just hit level 4. Guardians don't have much for them unless they get a grenade in. There's some help. 2-1 for red now. Battle wagon is up for Iceman. Dolphin. I wonder if they want to Land Raider Redeemer. Again. It's really a bad choice, but they might want just like more numbers on the field. 173 to 64, kicking off again in the mid. Blue team need to make a run for red team's natural victory point, I think. Which they haven't done a lot of that I've seen. There's the force barrier from the Librarian. This bunker's quite far forward here, but it is repairing those vehicles. Dolphin's assault terminators taking huge amounts of damage here, having to teleport out. I think they had 40 Emperor on them. I think. GOM has tons of resources, by the way. Oh, they might be just waiting for more assault terminators. Hellfire dropped in by the Inquisitor there. Hellfire, yeah. Hell Fury, I think it's called. Rocks messed up a bunch of infantry, but didn't really hit the Baneblade that much. Yeah, didn't really hit it that much. Double cap now for blue team, though. Into a single. They are indeed trying to get onto this VP, thanks to Dolphin's Vanguard veterans. They're going to get a double. Again. There it is. It is a Land Raider Redeemer for Dolphin now. What is Gom going to get? Baneblade gets repairs. That's what that gets. Where's the Tech Marine? What is he up to? Oh, he was repairing. Wait, is this not... Oh, it's not a repair bunker. That must have been Blessing of the Omnissiah that was repairing those vehicles then. It's not any kind of bunker from what I can see. Just a building you can climb into if you like. Hasn't been upgraded. Vanguard veterans of Dolphin must flee. Are they going to make it out? Looks like they had 40 Emperor on them. Lots of 40 Emperor from Dolphin. I like that. Down to 16 victory points, the red team. Surely they're going to send something. Yeah, I see a hero going after blue team's natural. Is it Gom? It's not Gom. It is Ashen One, the Tech Marine. Going after blue team's natural victory point. Right on the left of your screen there. Trying to get a decap. And they've spotted the Land Raider Redeemer getting some melter shots on it. Refractor field up. They got the decap. Maybe they can get the cap. Refractor field doing some great work for him here. Not even down yet. And they're level 9. They got the cap. Now they run. Worth getting that guy a armor upgrade, I think. We need a unit here, says Yazan. Triple cap for red. Well played, Ashen One. Yazan calling for a unit to guard the VP, I assume. It's a GG, says Dolphin One. Indeed it is. All mid now, says Iceman. One last push, maybe. They need to get their VP back first, though. Gom not making it easy. Bunch of stuff coming in. There's a big zap gun shot. Didn't seem to hit anything, though. Nob's got on the field now for Iceman. 58 to 16 on the VPs. Anticore. Assault Terminators of Gom get away, because of course they do. Still a double cap. Wraithguard trying to go after the Baneblade. Autark coming in now. It's a good drop. Dolphin's level 10 Force Commander now trying to cap the VP. Double for red though. Autark decapping the mid. Gets it. And she dies for it. It's going to be a 1-to-1. But looks like the Inquisitor just going to take the mid back again. There's the 1-to-1. Here comes Dolphin's Assault Terminators. Boom. Baneblade says no. Says no to the Terminators. No, Nob Squad take out the Whirlwind. Should they have just gone for the VP and popped Frenzy? Maybe. Who's capping here? Oh, Yazan. Right in me crosshairs to knock her off the cap. And Commando gets a cap in. Oh, gets the special. Level 10 Inquisitor with all that melee skill gets the special attack. What's going on over here? Oh, Dolphin was going for the VP. Another Hell Fury. Manticore, Orbital. Absolutely everything that Land Raider's going to blow up in a second. Down to 5 VPs, the blue team. Land Raider's down. That second plane blade has been awesome. There it is. Red team take it with a 2-1 at the end, down to 16 victory points. Awesome, awesome game. One of the best of the year, I think. We had a level 10 Force Commander for Dolphin down at the end with that Thunderhammer. Power Fist. Commando's level 7. Rocket launcher at the end. Did some cool shotgun stuff. Warlock with his turret busting immolator. Also had Providence at the end. Gom with a Terminator assault. No. Terminator Force Commander, here he is. Who doesn't get levels. Big old shoulder pads though. Inquisitor's level 10 for Yazan. And a level 10 Tech Marine. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.